Yo, what's up, YouTube, Facebook? We are live, and I am about to do a Threads post reaction. Threads is like Threads is like the ghetto low IQ version of Twitter. Um, Twitter is like, all the platforms are very different depending on how you utilize them. Like, I would consider TikTok for the younger generation with low attention span. Um, they just post a lot of ridiculousness on there. Twitter is more political, a lot of controversial takes. I think a lot of right leaning, like our right and left be arguing like a motherfucker on that platform. And then you got Instagram, which is more female based. You're not going to grow on Instagram unless you're a high status male or unless you're a female sexualizing yourself. So Instagram is very hard to grow on. I think as a man, if you have like a thousand followers, you're doing good. And as a female, I mean, you can grow. It just doesn't. If you're a female, if you sexualize yourself, you're gonna grow. If you have any skill, you're gonna grow. The simps will always follow you guys. So it's just, and then you got Threads, which is the most degenerate platform I've ever seen. I don't know if there's just a lot of, I don't know if there's a lot of clickbait or they're just doing this stuff for attention. But like I see some ridiculous posts on here, and I just sometimes I comment, and my comments get the most reactions out of any platform I get. And I straight up I don't troll. There's no trolling. I just tell the truth. Like man, people just don't get it. So I'm gonna react to some of these posts that just come up on my feed, and it's my fault that my feed looks like this because this is just what I react to. It's whatever, but we are actually first. Let me do this. Um, if you are new to my channel, I do martial arts content, and for the last couple of weeks, I or like a month or so, I've been doing podcasts. So just changing things up a little bit. I have a course. I'm not a course, but a service I'm offering here, and it's called the School of Elites. So if you want to learn rope dart or all any type of martial arts weapons, I'll be doing that. We're gonna be outside mostly. If I get a big enough body of people, we'll definitely rent out a space and we'll do it indoors. My goal is to get indoors for the most part. I'm gonna build up a gym specifically for our students and for martial arts in general. We're gonna have like all kind of stuff that you can hit on and jump on and stuff. Um, yeah, basically, we're gonna teach you rope dart. We're gonna learn martial arts weapons. We're gonna do a lot of parkour, ninja stuff, live performances, in-house competition. So if you want to show off your body of work, come at me. It's gonna be very affordable. Uh, I have a whole entire podcast explaining details. So just look for Art of Weapons School Elites. I'll probably post the link in the description. Um, yeah, if you're from Northeast Ohio too, so it's gonna be, and if you're out of state, just comment, let me know. We can work something out through Zoom. Um, and it's not the end all be all. I mean, if I don't, if I mean, I could move out of state and do it somewhere else because I just don't get a lot of interest here in Ohio. So it is what it is. But that's the benefit of being a truck driver. I can move anywhere in the country and just chill, basically. So what we are going to do now is react to some threads posts, and I might just die on stream because of some of these posts are so ridiculous. So if that happens, if I pass out, don't worry about it. Somebody will find me, whether it be hours, days, somebody will find me here. But yeah. All right, man. Uh if you're watching this, you this is gonna be ridiculous. All right, let's get started. Let's go to the front page. All right, so I'm gonna scroll down here. This is a martial artist. She does kung fu. She's pretty cool. I see her in my feed all the time. Uh, We're just gonna scroll down and see something funny to react to. Okay, here goes one. So there's this guy here. He says, "I'm, I ugly." What the hell? Okay, you gotta learn you gotta learn your grammar. God damn it! I'm ugly to have a girlfriend. Been single since 6 years. I want a girlfriend, but nobody wants me. Mm, I can't really judge, but look, dude, if this is a serious post, don't post this kind of stuff on here, man. That just makes it worse. Nobody really cares that you're ugly, man. Just get off social media, go talk to people if you really want a girlfriend. 6 years is a long time, man. That's a lot of Pornhub accounts, man. Okay, so let's go down, and it's one of my favorite martial artists. She's in the feed. I got nothing negative to say about her. She's very positive. Um, yeah, she's from France too. So let's see here. Okay, this is a good one. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I mean, it's just. I mean, you can say whether it's my personal preference or not, but I'm gonna try and be general here. What most guys think. Um, so be brutally honest. What makes a woman instantly unattractive? So if we're going off looks first, we're going to be looking at your hair. We're going to be looking at tattoos. Honestly, I don't care if you have tattoos. I like girls with tattoos. I don't care about your hair color. But if we're looking to date, if you got a bunch of tattoos, you got unnatural hair color, which is like, I don't know, pink, blue, just something not natural. Like I would, if you're going to dye your hair, just keep it strictly um, general, like blonde, brunette, auburn, black. As long as it's not too out of the nature of your skin color. Um, so I mean, there's so many things that can make a woman unattractive. BMI out of standards, BMI. So we want to know, men want to know that you take care of your body. Let's see what else. Yeah, just obviously hygiene. Um, yeah, a lot of piercings on the face. When a woman has a lot of tattoos and piercings on her face, it just means that she has a lot of trauma. She's trying to it'd be the same thing like burning herself or like self-harm. Like there's some trauma there that she's trying to get away from, or she just doesn't want to deal with the trauma of her past. So but I won't go too in depth on that. Let's see here. Just scrolling down, man, because wait, this isn't as bad as I've been seeing, but I'm pretty sure we'll get to some. Let's see here. Joel Embiid getting mad at a ref. Um, while we're here on this, so sports, I think basketball is one of the like sports in general is supposed to garner you some discipline, because it takes a lot of hard work to get as good as they do. So I would say basketball, if you're a basketball player, a professional athlete, you are going to be very emotional because you're up and close with the fans. Like in baseball, NFL, you're not that close with the fans, so you can't hear a lot of stuff that they say. And then the refs, um, I mean, I guess in most sports the refs have to make calls right on the fly. I don't think NBA fans or the players understand how difficult it is to make some of these calls. Some could be egregiously like obvious, but for the most part, I think Joe Embiid got way too emotional here. It's not even halftime yet, and he's losing his shit. Uh, Look, man, calls are gonna go your way, and they're gonna go the other way. You just got to deal with it, man. I don't think you should get too upset in this this scenario because Wemby was just doing his job. He's trying to draw a foul, and you just need to play on. You're not down by much. You're only down by 2 points, so it's what it is. Um, let's go to the next one. We're not gonna go too long. So, things men spend too much money on. This is actually a legit post, man. I'm actually coming um down through a couple of good posts. So, let me hear. So, things men spend too much money on. So, this can really depend on how much money a man has, and the point. in his life he is at. So I would say things. Well, definitely a car. If a man has too much money, I mean, if he spends too much on a car, that could be a problem. When I bought my Acura, I had the money to pay it off. I did finance it, but I could pay it off. So it didn't really hurt me. I did it to build credit and I just didn't want to spend that much at one time. So um yeah, that Acura is the most money I've spent. And then what else? I would say I don't know, you gotta really think about this. What do you spend too much money on? I would say shoes, Jordans. I don't think you should be spending so much on shoes like that. It's ridiculous. Like you spending over $100 for some pair of shoes. Um, if you're gonna spend a lot of money, make sure it makes you money. So like I spend a lot of stuff like on this podcast stuff. I know it's gonna help me in the long run. It does cost quite a bit, but um quality sometimes is better than non-quality. Yeah, I can't really it's hard for me to say. I would have to get a female's perspective on that. What do you women think that men spend too much money on besides dates and shit? So, let's go down. The husband is the head of the family, not the wife. Yeah, that should be true. Well, I shouldn't say should be. It is true for conventionally masculine men, but in this day and age where we're taught to be 50-50, um, the woman is typically in charge, and that's why a lot of families break up is because woman can't look up to her equal. So if you're equals, then she's going to eventually break up with you soon. So that's why 70% of divorces are initiated by women. So if the husband is the head of the family, like truly, if he's earning, paying all the bills, he's making all the decisions are his final say. That marriage is likely to last. So just saying, look at this. Like this meme is and she's yelling at her husband in front of the kids. That's a bad example. So if you're gonna have an argument with your spouse or your significant other, do it behind closed doors. Don't let your kids see that. Um, you're the example the kids follow. So I think that, well, I'm not gonna say that. I'll make sure I have somebody on here before I say something else but that. But let's go down, see what we got here. Uh, okay. Here's a good one. If a man's salary is a 100K, how much is he supposed to give his girlfriend? So, I can go into detail with this because I make 100K. So if I had a girlfriend, um, it would depend on how long we were together. Is she a gold digger? And I would know that. And is she an asset, not a liability? So if I wouldn't really give her anything unless it was like a gift. It depends on her financial situation. So uh see in my position, I really don't care how much a girl that I'm dating makes because I make enough to support at least four people. Um because I do have investments, so 100K is just the very it's just my um what do you mean? Cash flow. So, uh, how much is he supposed to give to his girlfriend? So, like I said, you're providing a lifestyle, so you're giving her the lifestyle. So if she is a conventionally feminine woman, she's not gonna ask for anything. She's just gonna basically be your rock. So, you give her what you think she deserves. That's really all I could say. I wouldn't put a number to it. It's just whatever your boundaries are financially. So, is there any sport where women outperform men? Stripping. Next. um, what the hell? I just saw your comment, Brian Regan. What's up? Let me see here. Do men need women? Um, that is a loaded question. Obviously, men need women and women need men. But if we were to do a scenario where we dropped a bunch of men in the woods to survive, we don't really need women. Now, if we dropped a bunch of women in the woods, they really do need men. So just just saying, if I have to specify on the details of that, then there's something fairly wrong with the way people what people know about the sexes. So we'll just move on. Uh okay, I guess I'll put my thoughts into this. What do you think is the greatest danger facing humanity today? Gynocentrism. So that is I'll just leave it there. If you don't know what that means, then you just don't know. What or let's see, what is the use grammar, god damn it. Men, what is the first thing you look for in a woman? Honest answers only. Actually, I'm gonna go through the comments on this one. Let me go through some comments, yo. If this is what I hate about threads. Let's see, because I can't. It's really hard to click on some of these comments. Mm, So it's really difficult to click on these comments. So what? I guess I'll answer this. What's the first thing you look for in a woman? Well, femininity, fit, feminine, friendly, basically. So that's really easy. What is the biggest red flag in a man? Oh, this is very easy. Low ambition. That's it. Low ambition. Women, the only way well, back in the day, the way women survived is picking the most um successful man. If he's not successful, then he should have the ability to be successful. So that's the way you survive. You pick the strongest man in the tribe, and if you do pick the weak man, you're most likely to die. And if you create children with that man, your children will die. So that is that. So um, relationships would last longer if women stop. Dot dot dot. Well, stop picking the wrong men. Yo, some of this shit's so easy, dude. What the fuck is this? The bill just came in for my kid's 3-day hospital last month. Total cost 25K. Insurance paid 10K. We owed 9. What? Yeah, that's a big problem. I don't think a lot of people talk about this is like the insurances, like they don't cover all the costs. So, so if anybody is actually watching this, this is the reason why I am so focused about my money because I don't know what the hell's going to happen in my 40s and 50s, 60s. No one's going to be able to cover the cost if I have to be in the hospital, not even me. So, I'd be f- I'd be so focused on my money, man. I just don't want anybody to bear like not that anybody wouldn't if they could, but I don't expect them to be able to cover some of these costs that insurances can't pay off if you're in the hospital. Like this is ridiculous. Um, and I'm focusing on my money just in case somebody needs me. I'll be able to handle it. So I mean, because I know everybody's not going to be a huge grinder as such as I am. So I mean, that's just how it is. I expect that. So that's one of the things that um that is why I chase money so hard. That's why I'm so focused. I'm grinding all the time. I'm working 65 plus hours a week. So I don't have to worry about that shit. So um let's go down. I gotta see if I can get some of these comments. Yo, who is this Camila? She posts a lot. I gotta get on these comments. Hold on, man. Like this is what I hate about threads. Okay, here we go. I figured it out. Let's go back. A man with sexual discipline is attractive. I said what I said. Oh, this is a good one. I got to see what the comments say on this. So, a man with sexual discipline. If I am interpreting this right, she means that if you're in a relationship and you should be monogamous to her. So, honestly, I'm going to agree with that. But the problem is, it's not a virtual. It's not a virtue if it's a necessity. So if this man doesn't have options, then he has no choice but to be sexually disciplined. If women are throwing the swang, if you know what I'm saying, at him, then it's I mean, it just doesn't seem attractive. So like women like men that other women are attracted to. So she wouldn't be with a man anyway that doesn't have options. So I mean that's really a bold statement to say, but I don't think she understands her own female nature when she posted this. Like you're not going to be with a man who is like not attractive to other women. I mean, it's just not female biology. So here we go. Define discipline. I think this guy gets it. See, a man without sexual discipline is a liability. Um, yeah, some woman commented that. First of all, if you're if you're with a man who has sexual discipline, he's probably a liability because he probably has to be monogamous out of necessity because nobody else wants him. Um, and if you're with a man that every woman wants, you just have to be an asset and not a liability to that man, so he won't step out on you. I mean, it's very simple. I mean, so when you first get with a man and he has a lot of women around him, obviously he's going to cheat on your ass when you get with him because just that's just in his nature. He likes a variety of women, so he's not going to change for you. I don't think women understand. Men don't change. Like they show you their true colors when you first meet them. So I mean, obviously they're going to lie to you to get in your pants, but that's just how men are. So just pay attention to his habits while you're not with him. That's how he's going to act when you're with him. Just like it's really not rocket science. So keep it in your pants. Define sexual discipline. Yeah, I mean that's not. I mean, that's a fair comment to make because you can go at it so many different ways. It's full of people giving it up so easily. Such a shame. Uh, let's see here. Yo, this is funny. I'm gonna make it bigger. Here we go. Okay, here's a comment. Can you see that? I guess you can't. Okay, so I just click. Let me. Here is a comment from Ellie Roses.xo. What makes a man? What makes men age the most? Um, nutrition, lack of exercise, stress, bad genetics. Look, I'm just reading. I'm not even reading the comments. I'm just. That's just what I'm. That's just what I know. And then, like, you got a lot of low IQ people on this, man. This is funny. Look, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm not low IQ. Uh, you got trolls on here too. You got to be able to differentiate between trolls and like dumb people. The constant nagging of his partner, time, killing people forever, no purpose, no goal to chase, man dies within. I guess that's true. It's very morbid, but true. Alcohol, smoke, stress. Yes. I mean, I left out alcohol and smoking, but like it's like nutrition, lack of exercise. I guess it goes into that because if you're drinking and smoking a lot, you're probably not exercising a lot. Time, unhealthy relationships. That's true. Gunfighting, war, crazy women. Yo, these are a lot of small ass answers. Like, okay, let me go to the next one. Yo, this is funny. Oh, here's one. Your dinner bill is 300. How much would you tip the waitress? Eh. If I'm being funny, I'm gonna tip whatever. I'm not gonna tip $10. Like, dude, I am not taking a percentage out of that. If you don't want to tip a percentage out of that much, don't spend that much. Very simple. For women only, does a man's height matter? Why? Yes. I'm gonna say it. I'm 5'9". Nobody matches with me on dating apps because I'm 5'9". So 6 feet is usually the cutoff for women on on dating apps. In person, you gotta in person you have to do you have to really show charisma in person. It doesn't matter how tall you are when you're in person, but like as far as social media, you got to be 6 foot for a woman to notice you. I mean, you could be broke as a joke, and women will swipe right on you. Let's see here. Just going through some, man. Yeah, that's stupid. That's a dumb one. I'm not even react to that. No, okay. Here's one. I'm gonna click on this. So it says no woman should watch her man pay all the bills. So I mean, obviously this is a feminist. Uh, I bet she's broken up with every man that's come her way. Um, yeah, man. If you're a man, you got to pay all the bills. If you're married, that's a different story. Because you guys should be. Um, It just depend on what marriage you are, man. If you're one of these 50-50 marriages, man, I guess it just doesn't matter who pays. You guys are sharing the pocket. But if like you're a conventionally masculine man and a traditional woman, the man is going to be paying everything. The woman is just an asset. I mean, not just an asset. She is an asset. I mean, I don't mean to belittle that role, but like I believe in general. So the man leads, the woman follows, and your relationship will last. I think women need men. I think the relationship will last longer if women need men. And like a lot of things that men will say, which is I think kind of not fair, is that men need women to be her peace. Like I just don't women will never be our peace. Like we have to find peace within ourselves. Don't expect your woman to be your peace. You're supposed to create the peace, not the woman. So I mean that's just my take on that. Let's see here. I'm looking at these comments. Uh yeah, we got some base comments here. Oh, here's one. I'm only gonna date a successful woman. No interest in someone that can't carry their weight. Now that's a man making that comment. See, this is the kind of woman. I mean, this is the kind of man that women go for, and you break up with that person because they expect you to pay. See, this is why I think a red flag in a man is one that asks you to pay 50-50. Like I think that's very emasculate. Like he's not a leader. He's not a leader if he asks you to because women are supposed to provide um, they're supposed to provide support and aid to the family, and then a man is supposed to provide protection, provisioning, and resources. So if you ask your woman for resources, that means she has to go out and work. If she's going out and working, who's watching the kids? Like men have to deal with that stress. That's our burden of performance. Like if men don't fucking start stepping up, man, we're just gonna die off. I mean, look at the birth rate. The birth rate's getting worse every year, so um nobody want to have kids with y'all bummy ass dudes, man. But anyway, I'm gonna go to the next one. Let's see. We're wow, we've been on this for 29 minutes. We're gonna do one more and then I'm gonna cut it there. Let's see here. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So I think this is a woman. So it says, tired of dating men with little to no money. I deserve to experience being spoiled at least once. So I don't know if this is a troll post, but like I think this is what a lot of women, I would say the majority of women want, but it's really hard for them to express that. So if you want me to give you some game, if you're a woman who wants to be a traditional woman, don't go out and act like a gold digger. Just be feminine, be fit, be an asset to your man. Do not pick a man that you can't submit to. So we're not asking you to submit to just any man. If you're gonna be willfully compliant with your man, make sure just do what you're supposed to do. I mean, I guess nobody taught you that because we live in this gynocentrism social order. So everybody is expecting to do um the plight of men, basically. Like it's men's burden of performance to provide resources and protection. We don't expect that from women. And if you got a man that does expect that from you, then you don't have a man. I'm just saying. And then only the top 15% of men make 100K a year. So if you can't, it's very rare. Uh Shit, not even all truck drivers make that much money. It just really depends. It's really, dating is really tough for both men and women these days, because men don't make enough, and then women are starting to make more. So like, this is why a lot of women will. That's why majority of relationships are broken up by women because men just aren't living up to their potential. And then obviously, it takes longer for men to mature into that masculine man. It takes almost in half their lifetime to do it. So we have to go through a lot of uh, a lot of experience. We have to generate skills, and that can take decades. Um, Hell, I'm 38, and I didn't see my first six-figure check until a couple years ago. So like you're just not going to see that in the norm when you're like a 20-year-old. And like women, you just got to date older, and then men don't really see interest in dating women their age, because women's prime is in their early 20s. So men are looking for youth, fertility, and beauty. So I mean, if I'm just being honest, uh, so tired of dating men with little money. So if I were to guess how old she is, because women don't start really looking for men with resources until their epiphany phase, which is around 29 to 31. So if she's around that age, she's probably looking for somebody who's well established. Uh, yeah. Look, I do think that if you have a woman, you should spoil her, but only if she deserves it. If she's just like one of these chicks out here who disrespect you all the time, making you look stupid out in public, man, I mean, that's kind of stupid to spoil her. And like the worst thing you could do to a woman is give her everything she wants because she will lose respect for you at some point. Um, I don't think relationships last unless it's like a push and pull type of thing, man. Like you can't be too happy and you can't be too sad. So you got to kind of keep the fire burning. Don't let it burn out and don't let it burn too hot. So if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we're just gonna cut it there. Let me know in the comments what you think, man, because I'm gonna do this more often. I didn't get to some juicy ones, man. Today was kind of like mid. But yeah, we're just gonna cut it there. So make sure you guys like the video, comment, subscribe. We're gonna do a lot more of that. That was kind of fun. I was gonna do some crazy reactions, but like nothing really stuck out. So out of the norm. And I saw some crazy stuff before. I should have screenshot it, but yeah, we might come back later on for some martial arts video react. So we're gonna say deuces for now. Peace.